Hello, YouTube. Oh, it is so good to see you guys. Adam here, coming to you once again from the smoking lounge here at Rust Belt Pipes HQ, the shed in my backyard. I hope that you're all doing well. I certainly am, and it's really good to be making a video again. So, let me tell you something that happened. We'll dive into things. Housekeeping. Haven't made a video in a while. That's what I'm smoking. It's my last jar of it. In a Peterson 306, my favorite Peterson shape. This is the system pipe version P-Lit. So I took a step back from YouTube and Instagram for a while to focus on being a new dad to Rust Belt Baby, and of course a supportive husband to my wife, and to focus a little bit more on my PhD stuff, which is still going well, and Rust Belt Baby is doing well. So I took my YouTube channel and made it private, and in fact I did the same with my Instagram. And that was one for those two reasons that I mentioned. But what happened is, when I made my YouTube channel public again, I think it republished all my videos. And so if you were a subscriber, you probably got like a ton of notifications, I think. I'm not sure. Maybe someone can tell me in the comments here. But I think you got a ton of notifications about me publishing videos. Those are all old videos. This is the first video that I've made in months. So if you got a notification about a bunch of videos, those are all old ones. And mea culpa for bombarding you with notifications, maybe, if that actually happened. In any case, I had kind of gone dark for a bit. Like I said, for PhD and Rust Belt Baby. But for another important reason, which was I was in consideration for a new job, or a couple new jobs, really. And the jobs that a couple of the jobs that I was in consideration for were not so friendly, let's say, to tobacco use or alcohol use, and my channel features both. So I kind of put the shroud over myself, my kind of public-facing view, until that process finished up. And I'm happy to say that process did finish up. However, the job that I got, which I'll start this coming Monday, they don't care. So I'm back, baby. I'm back, which is great. So back to making videos, back to Instagram well and truly. Hopefully, once it warms up a bit further here in early spring, as I don't know, there's still like almost 6 inches of snow outside out here. Back to making pipes. But anyway, for the time being, consider me back part of the YTPC well and truly, which is really exciting. So let's start off with how things are going in my life. And apologies if this is going to be a little rambly and maybe not interesting to you, but I'm coming back, and I don't know, that's kind of how these videos go. PhD stuff is going well. I'm in my last 12 months, really, hopefully, Lord willing, of PhD. So I'm writing, I'm doing some data stuff. I have one more survey to send out, but hopefully, if I can buckle down and get my work done and focus and all that kind of stuff, I'll submit my dissertation in the fall, and then theoretically sometime spring 27, I'll defend my dissertation and graduate with a PhD, after which I will never learn another thing, because it's been a journey. But that's going well. And I took some time off my PhD because we had Rust Belt Baby. And so I didn't go to Italy in the fall, but in March, end of March, I'll be returning to Italy. So you'll see some stuff on Instagram, and that'll be really fun. Anyway, so that's PhD update. Rust Belt baby, she's doing very well. We all are. And she's coming up on 6 months old. I think her 6-month appointment is like mid-February. So she's doing great. She's going to be a redhead, which is awesome. She's very wiggly, and couldn't be happier. And truly, she's amazing. A great baby. It is weird being a father. I'm still navigating that identity, along with all of my others. But I'm really enjoying it. I'm enjoying being a dad. Yeah, it's pretty cool. And then the job. So I don't talk a lot about my work here. That's mostly just for like privacy stuff. But let's just say for the past 4 years, I've been working at a major public university, top tier university globally, doing global stuff, study abroad, basically, global engagement. And I got 4 years exactly in before I changed jobs. And I changed jobs for a variety of reasons, none of which matters to any of you, so I won't go into it. But it was like the right time for me to make a move. Things were starting to feel stale, and there wasn't really any upward mobility in that job. So I now, as of Monday, which will be my first day, working still in the same area, but instead of on the university side, on kind of the let's call it the corporate side, although it doesn't feel very corporate, the private side. So I'll be traveling around a ton. Lots of travel, which means I'll get to check out a lot of cool pipe shops, cigar shops, both domestically and internationally, which is pretty exciting. But it'll be a lot of like shaking hands, rubbing elbows, taking people out to eat. It's a much more like relational job than what I have been doing for the last really 10 years of my career, which is focused mostly on student programs. So it's good. It's a bump up in title and in like compensation, which is really great, especially with the baby. And I may share more stuff over time, but like, again, that's not the point of this channel. But thought that it would be good to say I'm in a new job. I'm still rooting for the football team that I root for. Go Blue, but in a different role. The other thing is that it's totally remote, so I'll be working from home all the time, except for when I'm traveling around. So I'll get to spend more time with Rust Belt baby and my wife. Fantastic combo. So, all those personal updates are done. Let's talk about the channel. Let's talk about Rust Belt pipes. Cream soda. Let's start with Rust Belt pipes. Rust Belt pipes is not dead. It has been on a bit of a hiatus, though having like some conversations behind the scenes with various people, other pipe makers and stuff. One of the reasons that I haven't made any pipes is that it is bitterly cold out here. I have a little propane heater, but it's not enough to work in this space. It's really, really bitterly cold. And if you've been paying attention to what's been going on weather-wise in my part of the United States, we've been in like negative double digits off and on. But it's still pretty cold. I think today it's about 9 degrees Fahrenheit. So it's just not conducive to pipe making. But you're still sitting on the bench. The lathe is still here. All the stuff is still set up. Got all my materials. In fact, I think that there's a Briar package arriving next week, which is exciting. So it is my intention to get back to making pipes. I know that there are maybe some folks who have been frustrated by my lack of like productivity in that area, but you're just going to have to deal. Life has been busy and I've been doing more important things, and it's too cold. So, but all that is to say, Rust Belt Pipes is not dead. Far from it. My absolute plan is to start making pipes again. I got plans and intention and all that sort of stuff. So stay tuned for that. More will be coming. In terms of the channel, like I say, I'm back. And my hope is that I'll be able to continue up a regular schedule of videos, with the caveat that what I was doing before, which was like kind of trying to make a video every week, totally not feasible given my current reality in life. So I'm going to go to one video a month, and it'll be a little bit longer. It'll be better planned than these videos often are, or at least have been. And that's just what I can do at this point in time. And I hope that's good with you. And if it's not, like, sorry. But that's the plan. And we're going to bring back some of the stuff that you guys really liked, which was blend reviews and chats and, you know, all that kind of stuff. So look for that. Another really cool thing that's happening, which is kind of both, like, kind of Rust Belt Pipes, kind of this channel, kind of personal stuff, is that I have been continuing to visit my favorite semi-local tobacconist, Maison Edwards in Ann Arbor, Michigan, and have been building a relationship with the owner, and he and I are pretty, what do the kids say? We're pretty tight now. So I am now what they used to call a key holder for Maison Edwards, which means I have a key. I have a key to the shop. And an open invitation to use the premises during or after hours for various things, including making videos, but also including having, like, gatherings. So one of the things that he and I have been talking about is getting some sort of organization together, not like a nonprofit organization, but like a club, like a pipe club, together in Ann Arbor, in the surrounding region. You know, I live about 30-ish minutes west of Ann Arbor, but that's the shop I go to because it's by far my favorite. But to figure out a organization, structure, process by which people can come together, pipe and cigar club, at like once a month, have a meeting, enjoy blends and conversation, and, you know, what some people in the faith community might call fellowship, at the shop, which is super cool. So that's something that I'm planning on getting going. Thus far, it's been conversations with the owner and myself, just kind of talking about possibilities and, you know, what would that look like. But I'm putting this out there because I know that a bunch of you guys are within a set radius of me, and so you may be interested in attending a once monthly meeting at the shop, along with, like, other local people, which would be super cool. If you're interested in that, you can put a comment down below. You can shoot me an email. My email's, I think, still in my About section of the channel. But that's something that he and I really want to put together, and are hoping to find, you know, another person or people who can come together and kind of be a team on figuring out the details and getting it going, which is really great. That will be sponsored by Rust Belt Pipes, but also sponsored by the shop itself. And, you know, we're kind of talking about all of the different, gosh, it is like cold out here and my lighters don't like it. Talking about things like timing and, you know, like roles, like should there be a club president, or like that kind of stuff. Should there be a membership cost? Should there not be a membership cost? If there is, what does it include? What are we allowed to do at the shop? What are we not allowed to do, both in terms of his rules, but also like legal stuff. Anyway, that's all kind of you know, we're working through that. Which is great. And there's some other things in the works with that shop that I'm not quite ready to talk about just yet. But one thing that's been circulating in my head is he has a pretty decent customer base for pipes. And it would be interesting to me, and I haven't like really pitched this strongly to him yet, but I'm going to say it here anyway. I think it would be pretty interesting to get a bunch of pipe makers from the YTPC to partner with either myself and or the shop and get some pipes in the store there, because I think that the sales would go pretty well. So that's also something I'm thinking about. Anyway, so that's kind of the general update on Rust Belt pipes, but both here and the channel and Instagram. Instagram, I'm gonna like bring back more regularly, because that's easy to do. You know, like, oh, I'm at the shop and I'm having a cigar. Let me post a picture. These videos, you know, I have to like come out here and do all that. But I'm hoping that I'll be able to make some videos at the shop as well from time to time, which is cool. Anyway, I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I need to say in this video. I think probably not. It's good to be back. Luke, AA Pipe Man, who is also in my area, recently posted like a coming back video, which was super cool. I'm glad to see him back. We're gonna get together, I think, sometime in the next couple of weeks. And he like had this whole little bit in that video about the importance of like getting together and connecting with people and like the mental health benefits of pipe smoking, and sharing it. And so yeah, that's totally true. And I'm feeling that now, even as I like was planning to come out here and make this video, and as I've been talking, like it feels good. It feels good, and I can feel myself being more calm and relaxing and that kind of stuff. I get a lot of excitement about this new job, about the baby, about all sorts of things. And it's fun to talk about it, to share it, that kind of stuff. Yeah. Oh, so check out his video too, and his channel if you don't already, AA Pipe Man. It's AA Pipe Man here on YouTube and Instagram. Anyway, so this is going to be the video, excuse me, for January. I'll be making one video a month, probably near the end of every month, and Instagram in the in-between times. So hope that you enjoyed this video. It's been good to be back. Feel free to put comments below. Feel free to email me, shoot me a message on Instagram if you have any questions or just want to say hello. And I will see you here on YouTube end of February. Bye, guys.